Hello, this is James Harvey, the professor of music theory at the College of Southern Nevada with 5-Minute Music Theory. Let's begin that 5-minute timer right now. This video is on the piano keyboard and the basics of the piano keyboard. So you notice that the screen's sort of shifted up a little bit from previous videos because I wanted to put a little bit more emphasis on that piano keyboard here on the screen. Notice that there's a series of white and black keys here on the piano keyboard. We're going to start by just talking about the white keys, but we do need to refer to the black keys as reference to find certain notes. So notice that a couple of these notes are labeled. There's the C3, which is labeled. There's the C4, which is also labeled. Oops. And then there's C5, all pretty clearly labeled here. If you don't know what those numbers are, go check out the octave registers video just a few videos back. Each of those is a C in different octave registers. Now the way you find C on the piano keyboard, and remember C really is where the musical alphabet begins, even though A is the first letter of the alphabet, C is where the octave registers increment and decrement, where they go up or they go down. So the C's are really important. So it's important to be able to find C on the keyboard. Notice that there are a series of 2 black keys on the keyboard, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. It's always 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. If you find one of those groups of 2 and then look at the white key that's directly to the left of that group of 2, right there, it's always going to be a C. Now there's a whole bunch of C's on the piano keyboard. They're always going to be right in front of those 2 black keys. So that's where we're going to start, is by talking about that C. Let me clear this up. Every time you play a white key on the piano keyboard, you're playing, oops, I'm going to switch this over here. You're playing a new note in the musical alphabet. So that would be a C, that's a D, E, F, G, A, B, and then notice that we've reached another C right there. So basically that's the really basic idea behind the piano keyboard. Every time that we play one of these notes that's to the left of the two black keys, sometimes people refer to them like popsicle sticks, that's always going to be a C. Every time you go up a white key, you're going forward in the musical alphabet. Every time you go down one key, and by down I mean left, like we're reading in English, you read forward to the right and then backwards to the left, although we don't really read backwards. But when you go backwards on the piano keyboard, or to the left, you go backwards in the musical alphabet. Forward is forward in the musical alphabet. So if I write a couple of notes here on our staff. Now remember that the piano uses the grand staff, so I'll go ahead and write a grand staff here. Line, and then remember we need a brace for the grand staff. I'm going to start with a C3 and then write all of the notes until we reach a C5. So there's C4, and then I'm going to move up to the treble clef here so I can avoid using too many ledger lines. And there's C5. So I know it's a little bit small on the screen, but those notes are all here up on the piano keyboard that I have, starting with C3. So in order, all the notes that I just wrote on that grand staff. That's that highest note. The black keys are actually in between notes, and we're going to cover those in the next video, actually the next few videos, because we don't really have time in this video. The important things to remember about the piano keyboard when it comes to the white keys is you need to remember how to find C, find one of those groups of 2 black keys, and then the white key directly to the left of that group of 2 is always going to be a C. And then every time you go one white key forward, you're going up in the alphabet, and once you go backwards or you go left on the piano keyboard white keys, you're going backwards in the alphabet. And basically that's the idea behind the white keys on the piano keyboard. Thank you very much.